Hi everyone, Cheryl here from Love and Light Yoga, and thank you for clicking on this 30-minute grounded practice. So this practice will serve us in those moments when we need to come right back to our bodies, to our breath, to ourselves, and feel some of that grounding energy. So you won't need anything, just yourself and your mat, and whenever you are ready, let's begin. Okay, so let's begin by coming down onto our backs, onto our mats, lying all the way down, letting the hands fall down by the sides. We can maybe take the palms facing up. You can have the legs completely extended if that is comfortable. If that's not super comfortable right now, feel free to bend the knees up, maybe take the feet as wide as the mat, and just let the knees fall into the center to touch. And then gently close down the eyes. And just take a few deep breaths here. So begin taking deep inhales in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And taking a few deep breaths like this, in through the nose, out through the mouth, before dropping that breath and letting your breath come into its own natural rhythm. And starting to send all of your awareness into your physical body. So beginning to notice your body lying here on your mat. Beginning to notice how we feel. Noticing how we feel physically. How we feel maybe mentally, emotionally. And accepting ourselves however we have shown up here today. Accepting ourselves just as we are. And starting to notice all of the places where your body meets your mat. So notice all the points of contact that your body has with the floor. Maybe it's the soles of the feet, backs of the hips, the shoulder blades, the back of the head, back of the arms or hands. And allow yourself to sink a little bit deeper into all of these points. Finding some comfort in this grounding feeling. Take a few more deep breaths here, maybe once again in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then whenever you are ready, gently opening back up through the eyes if they are closed. Let's bring the knees in, pointing up towards the sky. If the legs are extended, we bring soles of the feet to the floor, and we'll start by bringing the right knee all the way in towards the chest. So taking a few deep breaths here, taking the hands around the right knee and maybe just finding a little open and close of that right hip. So we're just opening the knee out to the side and then returning it back to center, bringing some very gentle movement in through the right hip. And then coming back to center, taking the hands behind the thigh and extend the right foot all the way up to the sky. From here, we're going to take a few little circles through the ankle. So holding it here, taking a few deep breaths, we are very much stretching the back of the right leg. We're going to feel this in the hamstrings, in the back of the thigh. If you can have your knees straight, that's okay. If it feels much better for you to have a bend in through the knee, that's okay as well. We want to listen to our bodies here. Accept what they're telling us. And if you wish to maybe increase this stretch a little bit, feel free to take that left leg all the way long across the mat. That's just going to deepen this stretch a bit. Take a few little circles with the ankle one way and then a few the other way. And then coming back to center. And then bringing everything in towards the chest. So bringing both knees all the way in. Maybe finding a little rock from side to side here. Feeling a little bit of pressure on the low back. It should feel like a little bit of a massage for your lower back. And then coming back to center. Release the soles of the feet to the floor. And then this time bring the left knee in towards the chest. Take the hands around the knee and just find a little gentle open and close. Opening the knee to the side, closing it back towards the center. And then coming back to center with that knee, go ahead and extend the left toes all the way up towards the sky. We can hold on to the back of the left thigh here. Maybe take a few little circles through that left ankle, stretching the back of the legs. Bringing some mobility in through the ankle joint. Take a few circles one way and then a few the other way. And again, if we want to increase this a little bit, feel free to send that right leg all the way long across your mat. And then coming back to center and bringing everything all the way back in. Knees come in towards the chest. Find a little rock side to side. And then bring your body back to stillness. And from here, we're going to find a little spinal twist. So we're going to bring the legs up as if we were in our tabletop here. We want to have the knees on top of the hips. We're going to bring the knees over towards the right hand side. Let them fall just as low as they want to come. Maybe they'll reach the floor, maybe they won't. It doesn't really matter. We're just opening up through the spine. We are trying to keep both shoulder blades on the mat. And then if it works for your body, we might stretch the left arm out. We might send the gaze out over towards the left fingers. And breathing as deeply as we can here with every exhale. Feel the spine let go, release. Just giving your body time to open up into this position. Let the knees continue to fall to the right. Breathe in to the lower back. Let's take one more big inhale and a full exhale. And then gently bring the gaze back to center. Start to lift the knees, bring them all the way back through center. And then this time let them fall down towards the left. So letting them come across the body here, fall towards the floor. Maybe they reach, maybe they don't. If it works, maybe we open the right arm out alongside. Maybe we send the gaze towards the right fingers. And we take a few deep breaths here. Again, enjoying this spinal twist to the other side. Breathing into your lower back. Trying to keep both shoulder blades relaxed on your mat. Take one more big inhale here. Take a full exhale. And then bring the gaze back up to the sky. Bring the knees back into center. Soles of the feet come onto the floor. And then from here, we're going to bring ourselves up ever so slightly. And we're going to prop ourselves up on our elbows here. We're going to take the feet to about the same distance as the mat. Keep the knees bent up. And just find a little windshield wiper with the knees side to side. And we're not doing anything too fancy here. We're just releasing the hips, releasing the legs, letting go of any tension that we may be building up. And it doesn't matter how close the feet are in towards the body here. It's just a little bit of a different sensation, whether they're quite close into the bum or whether they're a little bit further away. So take one more each side, just even yourself out wherever you are, and then come back to center and gently bring yourself up to seated into maybe a cross-legged position on your mat. So coming into cross-legged, if cross-legged is not comfortable, take whichever seated position is comfortable. If it feels better for you to maybe sit up on a block or a pillow or something like that, then again, feel free. But feel the sit bones here grounding into your mat. Feel the crown of the head reaching up towards the sky. And then as we inhale, we're going to sweep the hands, take them all the way up towards the sky. Bring the palms together and exhale, hands down through heart center. And again, we take a full inhale, reaching all the way up, stopping at the top here. Bring the hands together and taking a few deep breaths here. Stretching out the arms as much as we can so we start to feel a nice big stretch through the sides of the waist, through the arms, the rib cage. Keep breathing here. Keep extending the arms up. Think about trying to bring the inner arms alongside the ears. Keep the breath nice and calm here. Really slow the breath down. Nice, let's take one more big inhale. And exhale, release the hands, bring the hands down through center. And from here, we're going to find a little twist. So let's bring the right hand onto the left knee, bring the left hand out behind your hips. As we inhale, sit tall. And as we exhale, we're going to open everything up towards the left. So we are twisting from our belly button. We're opening the chest towards the left hand side. Trying to take that left shoulder behind you. You can either be looking out towards your left, or maybe you want to start to send the gaze over that back shoulder. But just feeling this twist in through the middle of your back. Every inhale, the crown of the head reaching high. Every exhale, see if we can release a little bit further into that twist. On your next inhale, we're going to reach the back hand all the way up to the sky. As we exhale, we're going to fold over into our side bend. So reaching the top fingertips away, opening up through the left hand side of your hip, your waist, your rib cage, your armpit. Let's take one more big inhale here and a full exhale. And then ever so slowly coming all the way back up, dropping the arm. And then go ahead, release yourself, come all the way back through to center. As we inhale, we'll reach the hands up again, bring the hands together and stop at the top. Take a few deep breaths here. Again, reaching up with the fingertips. Think about the sit bones connected to the mat. Think about reaching up and away from the lower half of your body. Stretching the belly, the back. Taking one more full breath here. And then we will find our twist. So as we exhale, bring the hands down. We're going to bring the left hand onto the right knee, the right hand out behind our hips. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twisting open towards your right. So we are thinking about shining that chest out towards the right hand side of the room. Twisting the shoulders here. Maybe gazing out towards the side, or maybe starting to look over the back shoulder. With every inhale, the spine gets longer. With every exhale, we release into our twist. Holding here. Keep breathing. And then on your next inhale, we're going to reach the right hand all the way up to the sky. Exhale to release over into your side bend. So reach those top fingertips over as much as you can. Feel the right arm getting longer and longer, stretching open the rib cage, the waist, the hip. Both sit bones stay grounded here. Take one more big inhale and a full exhale. And then gently release yourself all the way back into your twist. And then come all the way back into center. Nice. From here, we're going to reach the arms up one more time. Only this time as we exhale, we're going to bend the elbows, come into our cactus arms. So our elbows are in line with our shoulders. The palms of the hands are open, and we're going to start to reach the chest forward, maybe slightly bend back, maybe take the gaze up towards the sky, holding here in this little mini back bend. Taking one more breath, and then release to come back to center. Drop the hands, and from here we will release out the legs. So we're going to come with the legs out nice and wide. Well, it doesn't really matter how wide they are, as long as they are a little bit wider than your hips. So your feet can be here, they can be here, it doesn't matter. The knees can be straight or they can be bent. Again, that doesn't matter. If having a bend through the knees lets you sit a little bit taller through the body, then you can take that bend through the knees. But we're going to bring the hands together in front of us. We're going to interlink the fingers and reach the palms of the hands away. So initially getting a little bit of a stretch through the arms, through the fingers. And then if this is comfortable, we can keep this position with the arms. If it's not comfortable, we can just bring the hands together like this. But if we are here, we're going to start to twist the body so that we are facing over the left leg. And then we're going to start to reach down towards the toes. Take it all the way across to the other foot, tracing the hands back up the legs. And then come all the way across to the other side. And then making that into one nice big fluid movement. So reaching the arms forward and around, coming all the way back to center. Bringing some movement into the hips here, into the low back. Stretching the hamstrings and the inner thighs. And then notice if we can start to link up the breath with this movement. So inhale as we come back to center. Exhale as we sweep forward. Inhale back through center. Exhale to sweep down and around. And so keep the breath smooth and long. Notice if we might be starting to create a little bit of space in the body. Maybe we start to come just a little bit lower each time. And then the next time that we're back through center, just go ahead and switch directions, taking a few the other way. Go ahead and take your last round and then meet me back in center. Drop the arms, take a few little rolls through the shoulders. And then coming back to center. From here, we'll keep the left leg out long and we're going to bring the right foot in. So we're bending the right knee. The sole of the foot might come somewhere along the inside of the leg, or it might just be hanging out here somewhere in the center. It doesn't really matter, but we're going to feel a deeper stretch through the left hamstrings here. So we want to have the fingertips either side of your left leg. We're going to inhale, sit nice and tall, and then as we exhale, slowly walk the fingertips down. We're going to lead with your chest here and come into a forward fold over that left leg. Take a few deep breaths here. Continue to let that right knee open out towards the side. Continue to let your upper body fall down over the left leg. Just hold it here. Breathe deeply. Keep that connection between the sit bones and the mat. So we don't want the sit bones lifting here. We don't want the tailbone to lift. Let's go ahead and take one more full breath here. And then keep this position with the legs. We're going to bring the hands into center. So the hands are in the center line. Same thing as before. Inhale to sit nice and tall. And then exhale, we're going to walk the fingertips forward. Maybe we drop down onto the elbows. Maybe we bring the forehead towards the floor. Just take a few deep breaths wherever you are. Noticing how this stretch might feel a little bit different from the previous one. Maybe you're feeling it in different places. Taking one more full breath here. And then lifting the head, walking the hands back to center. We're going to release out the right leg and this time bring in the left. So the left foot comes in. It can be wherever it wants to be. It could be somewhere in the center. It could be along the inside of the right leg. But we're going to turn our body to face over the right leg. Come on to fingertips here. Inhale, sit tall, and then exhale. Walk your fingertips forwards, either side of that right leg. And then relax everything down here, moving into your forward folds. Feeling that opening through the hamstrings, opening through the low back. With every exhale, allowing the hamstrings to let go. With every exhale, allowing that left knee to drift a little bit closer to your mat. Once again, feeling that connection between your body and the mat. Let's take one more big inhale here and a full exhale. And then we're going to keep the leg position the same. We're going to take the hands in towards the center line. Just like before, inhale to grow the spine. Exhale to walk the fingertips forwards. Maybe coming all the way down. Maybe coming onto the elbows. Just taking a few breaths. Take one more full round of breath here. And then slowly lift the gaze, walk the hands back to center. And then bring the right foot in. And soles of the feet might just come together. So soles of the feet together. The feet might be quite close in towards the body. They might be far away. We're going to take a hold of either the feet or the ankles or the shins. We're going to sit up nice and tall and close the eyes. Breathing deeply here, finding length in the spine, feeling an opening through the inner thighs. And then maybe tucking the chin down in towards the chest. Go ahead and take a few little half neck circles here. So just rolling one ear to one shoulder. And then come through center and across to the other side. Just working out any little knots in the neck. Any little areas that might feel uncomfortable or tense. And then the next time that the chin is back in through center, we can stop. We can pick the gaze back up, keep the eyes closed. If the soles of the feet are quite comfortable together, you can stay here. If you would rather, you can come into a seated cross-leg position or any other seated position that is comfortable. Keep the eyes closed and just take a few more deep breaths. This time breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Once again, noticing all the points of contact that your body has with your mat. So maybe it's your sit bones. Maybe it's your buttocks. Maybe it's the sides of the legs or the sides of the feet. And just feel yourself grow really heavy in all of those points. Grounding you down into the mat. Grounding you here in this moment. And maybe for our last few breaths, we might repeat internally to ourselves, all is well, I am safe. All is well, I am safe. All is well, I am safe. Taking a few more deep breaths here, maybe repeating to yourself your own affirmations. Enjoying this last few moments in stillness with the eyes closed. Before gently opening back up through the eyes, giving the eyes a moment just to readjust back into the light and back into your space. And namaste, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this grounding practice. If you did, please give it a like. If you would like to see more like this, please subscribe. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day or night. Once again, namaste.